the university, I had this classmate of mine who was also my roommate that didn't like attending lectures at all. When we wake up in the morning, struggling to get water and getting set for 8 a.m. lectures, that's when this lady will be trying to take a little more sleep, and I'll be like, wow. So, and whenever this lady lay her hands on the material that is being given by the lecturers, a night to when we are supposed to write a test, she will just glance through it and she will write the test and pass. And some of us who has been taking time to go for lectures, do all of those other things, might not necessarily get the kind of grades that she will get. So I became so concerned, like, what is it that this lady is doing differently that I wasn't doing? Well, I discovered that this classmate and a roommate of mine understood her learning style, and she was using that to her advantage. So in this episode, I will be taking us through the different learning styles that can help you maximize your time and become an A student. Stay with me. So in my quest to understand why this my roommate was not very intentional about attending classes, but she was passing her exams, I did a study and I realized that different people have what we call different learning styles. And learning styles are just those means in which people understand and process information. So, in my study, I discovered that there are different types of learning styles which I'll be sharing with you in this episode. And as a student, it is important for you to understand your individual learning style, because that can improve your understanding and increase your chances of excelling even as you study. So these learning styles are basically three, and I'll be talking about them in this particular episode. So the first learning style is there are people who learn by visuals. These are people that prefer to learn by watching images. There are people that prefer to watch diagrams, or they prefer to see people do demonstrations. So there are students like that whose interest is always keen to images. You know, like once there is a diagram on the board, it interests them so much. They would like to do more about that diagram or explore those images. So those are people that learn by visuals. They learn by what they see. They learn by reading, like people who enjoy reading books like this, because they are seeing these the wordings of these books, so it interests them more once they find themselves looking at things that are more visuals than when it's just audio. That's the first category of people. And the second one is people we call they are auditory. Auditory people are people that love to learn by listening, right? Listening to audios. There are people that love to listen, to hear. For instance, people that love attending lectures, to listen to lecturers teach them, or to have discussions, all these group discussions that students do often, to digest what they have been taught with their classmates, So there are people who love learning through that particular means of learning. And then listening to audiobooks. We have people who love listening to audiobooks. So instead of reading these hard copy books, these individuals who learn auditory prefer to listen to the books in audio forms, listen to messages in audio forms. So, and that's what gives them joy, like they learn better once it is in an audio format. And the last category of people are people, we call them, they learn in a kind aesthetic way. So these learners prefers to do hands-on practicals. Like it will have to be experiences such as experiments. So most science students or people who love scientific experiments are kinesthetic learners. So they love doing it physically. They want to be engaged in the process of learning. So that's how they learn better. And identifying your learning style as a student can actually help you to channel your energy into a path that will help you understand what you are being taught. And while writing, it's easier for you to remember because you have attached your learning style to your learning habits, and that helps you to perform better in your academics. So you need to take some time as a student to reflect on how best you learn and try to incorporate your learning style in your study time. If you prefer learning by listening, you have to incorporate that in your learning habit. If you prefer learning by visuals, by watching, by doing, all of these are things you need to incorporate them in your learning habits in order to help you explore, in order to help you learn better as a student. So if you find this video interesting, like if you get to know about learning styles today, and it's something you would love your friends, your fellow classmates to also understand, please kindly subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that. Share, comment on this video, and click on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is dropped on this particular series that is helping you to become an A student. So if you have any question regarding learning styles or how you can incorporate your preferred learning style in your study habits, you can leave a comment with your question so I can address them in the next video. So thank you for watching this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.